What's up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 6, Episode 3. So if you haven't seen the third episode of Season 6 of Tyler Perry's Sistas, turn this video off right now. Go watch the episode and come back and watch this video. Anything I say is my opinion. It is my expression. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Ain't nobody making me say what I'm saying, all that good stuff. I'm also not a public speaker, so I will tend to stutter. You're going to hear me say, and so, like 1,000 times. I might pause what I'm saying to regain my thoughts. Definitely going to be looking to my notes over here that I take throughout the show. What else? Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's an easy and free way to support my channel. It literally takes less than 4 seconds. What else? Did I forget to say anything? Oh, of course I got my handy dandy water bottle. Nice and frozen. Whew. What else? Yeah, I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. I'm gonna grade this episode. I'm gonna give it a B-, because I mean things somewhat moved along. I mean, ain't nothing move along entirely, but like conversations and dialogues moved on. So it's like, okay, I guess. And I liked the situation going on. I mean, I ain't like the situation that happened with Zach and his son, but I like that they brought that storyline into play. So that's why I give it a B-. Still not gonna get it an A+. I don't think I ever gave a Tyler Perry show an A+ since I started these reviews. Anyway, last chance. If you haven't seen the third episode of Season 6 of Tyler Perry's Sistas, turn this video off right now because I'm about to review the entire episode, okay? Woo! Just had to get one more swig before I started. That water busting right now. Let me leave the top off. I took the top off the bottle. Let me leave the water bottle top off because that water busting right now. I know I'm going to be drinking it hella a lot this review. Anyway, let me get into it because I ain't got that much percentage on my iPad. So I'm going to try to get through this jump. Of course, I'm going to still let it flow. But I'm going to try to be... I mean, I'm not going to try to be quick. But I'm going to try to get her done. Get her done. Okay, that's my problem. I'm sidetracking. Anyway, okay. So the first thing, remember last episode, the end of the last episode, if you watch Sistas, of course, Pam was pulling up to Karen's salon and saw what was on fire. So we reconvene there as Pam walks up, fireman outside. Hey, when I tell you Pam cannot act, bruh, she is only good for comedic relief, bruh, because that acting she tried to do at the beginning of this episode, no. I should give him a lower grade just for that. She all like, oh my God, what happened here? I'm just like, what? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry I wasn't buying that from Pam. Like, she don't like, her being upset I wasn't buying that. I could just imagine them going up to Pam's character and being like, all right, you know you always the goofy one, so now this episode you gotta really be emotional. And she did not do a good job. So she go up to the fireman, was like, what's going on? He tell her it's a body inside. And she like, oh my God. She like, oh my God, that's Karen's car. And the fireman was like, who is Karen? And she just keep going, oh my gosh. So Aaron comes over. Aaron shows up because remember she was on the phone with Aaron. And she said, oh my God, Karen's shop. And Aaron was like, what? But Pam wasn't saying nothing. So obviously Aaron just pulled up. So Aaron, he show up. So, Pam, she get to telling Aaron, oh my God, it's a body inside. It's Karen. Da-da-da. So Aaron trying to ask the fire marshals what's going on and all that. Dude basically saying told him like, yeah, we had a night crew here. We just had to relieve them. So we just finding out things. Like, we know as much as you do. That's what they told Aaron and Pam. So it was basically like they don't know. So Aaron all hysterical. Pam all hysterical. She's like, I need to call Karen's mom. And I was just like, and then Aaron in this moment, he was like, we need to wait till we sure. Like, it might not even be her. You never know. It could have been somebody else in there. And I'm like, exactly. And that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be somebody else. Pam ain't going to be in there. Karen ain't going to be in there. It ain't Karen. I know it ain't Karen. I'm sorry to say. I don't. As much as people might think that they caught us off guard with this Karen thing, it ain't Karen. I know it ain't. So Pam like, nah, I'm about to, nah, it's Karen. It got to be Karen. Car right here. So she said, so Aaron, so she was like, I'm calling his mother. I'm calling her mother. I don't care. So Aaron get this all your fault, Pam. If you just learn to turn the stuff off. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's true. But that's a damn shame. She got to keep going to her shop at the end of every night just to make sure you turn shit off. And she did it before. Pam did it before. Left the curling irons on, and Karen had to come and see that they were still on. That's what she really should have got in her ass. She got in her ass a little bit, but not as much. Should have got in her ass more. This time she done lost her damn shop. I don't think Karen did though. I mean, yeah, she passed out in the last episode at the end of the fire. I don't buy it. So Zach, he comes to Fatima job to tell him about what he talked about with his baby mother on the phone, Heather. So he telling Fatima like, so yeah, she said her sister watch her while she at work, and when she at home, she watch him. Fatima putting it together. So when does Heather sleep? Obviously when the kid's dead. So Zach was like, so I ain't tripping, right? That's negligent, right? So Fatima was like, well, she was like, we need to go. What do you say? Yeah, Zach, he was like, I already know this type of game. He was like, my mother used to do the same thing to me. Used to leave me out somewhere while she was in the room getting high, this, that, and the third. So he like, I already know how this. He was like, I just feel like the same thing. Saying this to Fatima. So Fatima was like, well, how about we go at lunch when I go on my lunch break? Zach was like, well, she said to come. Heather said to come at 3. Fatima was like, that's why we're going to go at noon. So we could catch them doing some, so that way we could see what we need to see. Like, we could catch them off guard, basically. Zach was like, that's why I love you, da-da-da. Andy comes over. Well, oh, my God, Zach, get out of here. He's like, I love you, girl. Andy's like, oh, my gosh. Like, why do y'all have to be so much? Low-key, Andy might be low-key jealous of Fatima and Zach. Low-key, maybe. I forgot then we get this Sabrina scene. Hella cringy. The African dude shows up. I can't remember his name. But the African prince dude, he shows up. And Sabrina, she's still thankful, grateful and all that for him helping bail out Maurice and all that. So I forgot how they started talking about her job or whatever, and Sabrina was like, well, I might be about to lose my job. And he was like, why is that? And she was like, well, it's gonna be an investigation, da-da-da. He was like, oh, well, I can help you. I can help you, of course. Sabrina, she trying to be like, nah, she was like, she said something about not being able to pay her rent too. And the African dude was like, I can help you with that. Sabrina was like, nah, I got a couple investments and a couple of savings put away that I can use right now until I find a job. I was trying to look and see how far my robe is. I'm a little chilly. I might grab it in a minute. So he telling her, like, I can help you, basically. Sabrina's declining. So he was like, well, if you ain't going to let me help, if you ain't going to let me, like, give you no money or whatever, he was like, let me at least give you, like, tips on who to invest in. And I was like, I was like, ain't that how Zach ended up in that situation? Ain't that called, like, insider trading? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's just saying it in a way, like, that's not. Because I was just like, ain't that how Zach got caught up? Like, what are you talking about? But he said that, and Sabrina's like, okay, yeah, that'd be cool. She's like, that sound cool. She's like, but she still want to work, like, basically to feel like she has, feel like she has a purpose. This, that, and the third. So he was like, oh, well, at least let me take you to lunch. And Sabrina was like, well, I kind of can't right now, because my funds. He was like, nah, he was like, I had at least take you to lunch. He was like, that ain't going to break my bank. She was like, all right. She was like, do I need to bring anything? He was like, you don't need nothing. He was like, you don't need the purse. Then he said, you don't need your phone. And I'm like, nigga, what? People always need their phone. What you mean? You could be a killer, or you could be weird, which we already think you are. I already know this audience, the audience knows and we thinks that this African dude is weird. Well, he gonna want something in exchange. They ain't smashed yet, and this man done gave up 1.5 million. Not even for Sabrina though. That's the crazy part. So he tells her like, leave your phone, leave your bag. He grabbed her shoes and tell her, come on, you don't even need your shoes. Grabbed her shoes, tell me something, yeah, let's just go. You don't gotta grab anything, let's go. Like, what? Give her a chance to freshen up. She was in the house dusting. So you mean to tell me you didn't have on cleaning clothes? You just gonna go out to lunch in them cleaning clothes? You ain't want to change, Sabrina? I was just like, whatever, man. So then we get to this little short scene. I thought it was gonna go somewhere. It didn't really go nowhere. But Fatima and Andy, they were sitting down or in the conference room talking about a little fake deposition, whatever they was talking about. So Fatima was like, I just like, you just so good, Andy, at what you do, da-da-da. Fatima was like, I hope I could be good as you one day. Andy was like, you won't, you'll be better. I was like, okay. But when Andy said you won't never be as good as me and did like this or whatever, trying to be funny, Fatima looked like real upset. And I was like, girl, you ain't have to look that upset. Because at the end of the day, Andy's still a ditzy bitch. She might be a lawyer, but that bitch is ditzy as hell. But then she was like, you'll be better. And Fatima was like, oh, thanks. She was like, I got to finish school, though. She was like, I got to finish school. So, Andy was like, well, don't talk about it. Just do it. Don't keep talking about you going to finish school. Just do it. Then she started talking about me and Zach ain't set a date for the wedding yet. And I was like, I'm pretty sure we all agree that y'all can wait on that. He got these two possible. Well, now he got the one for sure baby. And then he got the possible on the way. So y'all can wait a little while on that wedding. I forgot they was even engaged. I forgot all about that because she took the ring off, put it back on. Karen done seen the ring. She done had her, and then Fatima done had her observations. So it's just like, I forgot all about they was engaged. So I was like, what is this random, we don't know, we ain't set a date yet. Who cares, Fatima? And plus on y'all shows, Fatima, y'all going through all types of stuff. That's why I don't understand how y'all so happy on Sistas, but your relationship so disrupted in Zatima. So then she says, what she say? She says, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm typing something right quick. Really quickly. Send. Okay. So she basically tell Andy like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to set a date until we get these baby mamas squared away. Like, we really want to find out about Karen and all of that. And, Aaron was like, I can't talk about Karen. And Fatima was like, I know. So then Fatima notices that Tamira is there, the one that she hired, well, not hired, but the one her cousin got to make, the one that she got working Hayden, basically. That's her name, Tamira. So she see her at the job. Fatima's like, what the hell is she doing? Andy's like, what's that about? Because, Fatima filled in Andy a little bit about the girl Tamira. She like, what's that about? Fatima's like, nothing, girl. Let me go up here and handle this. She walked up to Tamira and snatched the hell out of that girl. She snatched her up. What the hell you doing here? The girl said something. She was like, Tamira said something. I'm here to bring Hayden lunch. And then Fatima let her go real quick. They started walking away. I was like, Fatima, you do not need to be doing all that. Even though the girl is sneaky and planning to and do too much in this scheme, what you just did was too much. Because what if Hayden would have saw y'all? He already got Gary in his ear saying that the girl might be a con. So Zach sees all this. I guess he back to pick her up for lunch or something. Yeah. He was like, what was that about? Fatima was like, no, don't worry about it. No, first he was like, who is that? And I was like, didn't she already tell you that was the girl she had setting up Hayden? I remember her telling him that. But he was like, who is that? So then she was like, I just don't trust that girl. That's when Zach was like, why we don't trust her? I was like, that's what's up. I like that big couple energy. Why we don't trust her? He was like, I mean, he was like, I don't hit girls, but I can hold her. We could jump her. Thing was like, nah. She was like, then again. He was like, oh, I love you because you be with it. I was like, see, the team will be cute when they want to be. So then Tamira, she pops up at Hayden's office. I bought you lunch, boo. Calling him daddy. I was just like, ew. But maybe it's because Hayden's character. Like I said, Hayden is cute to me. And like, he's cute. He played on the episode of Grey's Anatomy recently, too. He played like a grieving husband. And I was like, oh, look at Hayden. He's a handsome man. I just hate his character. So it make him unattractive. So in this moment, her calling him zaddy and all that, just ugh. So she like, I bought you lunch. He was like, he basically was like, I'm about to take you on a trip to Miami this weekend. He was like, what you think about that? She was like, oh, I'm down with that. He was like, only thing is we leaving right now. So she was like, I need to go pack a bag. He was like, nah, I'm going to get you all new clothes. We leaving right now. We going to eat lunch here. I'm about to book us some first class flights for the night. She was like, oh, daddy, okay. She was like, well, let me just, he was like, nah, you ain't got to go nowhere. I was like, she probably was like, well, let me just call for Tima. Can't call for Tima. You ain't going to be able to call her till you touch down, till you get somewhere private. Hopefully she got her phone on her. Sheesh. So now at the airport, so you know the dude that spit on and abused Danny at her house. So you remember how Danny? Ooh, I got weed on my lips. Sorry. Remember how Danny met that dude? Met him at the airport with some wild ass lady who was all belligerent, loud, and all that. So this lady's back at the airport by herself this time. Seems sane this time. So she like, she walk up to Danny. Oh, you don't remember me? Danny's like, no, ma'am, I don't. How can I help you today? You know how Danny be. So she was like, oh, I just came to check on my son. And then she get to, well, I just wanted to apologize for how I treated you last time. She was like, lady, I don't even remember you. So then she started explaining, like, remember I was here. We was here for our son. And my dude name was Jonah, Jacob, something like, I don't remember the dude name. Jonah, Luca, I don't know. Something like that. So she tells Danny, well, I just wanted to tell you to be careful of him because he crazy, da-da-da. Danny's like, well, you had a baby with him. And one was like, well, that was before I knew he was crazy, da-da-da. Like, she's like, I'm just trying. Danny's like, well, I don't care. Like, you had a baby with him. You ain't the one to be telling me advice, da-da. You know how smart Danny get. So she telling Danny, oh, I'm just telling you to be careful because he out of jail. So Danny's like, so you know he out of jail. So you know he was in jail. She was like, yeah, he always called me to bail him out because he always trying to blame the woman. So Danny's like, did you bail him out? She was like, hell no. Nah. She was like, you just be careful of him. Tell her one more time. And she walks off. Then here come Hayden and Samira walking up. We got first class tickets to Miami. Yeah, anything my girl want. Da-da-da. Danny's like, okay, your flights will be available soon. That's when Hayden was like, well, where's the VIP waiting area? Danny was like, this is the waiting area. Samira was like, it's okay. And Hayden was like, nah, it's not okay. See, that's the problem. You used to cheap shit. Let's see. I forgot what he said, but he was like, you used to that to not the finest things in life or whatever. He's like, you gotta get out of that. I mean, I get that. Yeah, he right, but still, if he gonna treat her like that, then she gonna have to get out of that mentality, whatever. But yeah, but it was just like he was just doing too much. And she was like, oh, daddy. He was like, I'm gonna show you how you supposed to be living when we touch down. She's like, oh, daddy, da-da-da. Danny just looking like, oh my God. Then they walk off, and the woman that was just telling Danny to be careful with the dude that spit on her, she yelled out, pathetic. Danny was like, I know that's right. I was like, they can agree on something, I guess. These corny ass motherfuckers. So then we get this corny ass scene. My J got the bleeding. I gotta cut this jump. So I'm glad we have my scissors over here. We get this corny ass moment. Gary, he calls Andy. You know, they was arguing. I mean, Fake got into it before they went to work that morning about why he been trying to snake out Robin and the whole situation of control when it comes to Andy and all that. So he like, you still mad at me from earlier? She's like, no, I wasn't mad. Just we have a lot of things that we disagree on. So Gary was like, all right, let me take you to dinner. It's always the same shit. I feel like Gary done called and asked to take the Andy out like every other episode, goddamn near. And he was like, I'll be too tired. I don't think I can do it. Da-da-da. So Gary was like, well, is Robin there? And he was like, no. She was like, oh, she was like, is that the reason why you called? And he was like, nah, I was just asking. She was like, I'm not here to play these games. So Gary was like, he asked to go to dinner again. And she was like, no. She's tired. She's going to be tired. So Gary was like, can we just stop the back and forth? I'm getting ashes all over my shirt. He's like, can we just stop the back and forth? Oh my gosh. Andy was like, are you going to change? Gary was like, I'm trying. Seems like this nigga always trying. So then a secretary come in like, Andy, someone's up front for you. Someone's up front for you. So Andy was like, I don't got time for this, Gary. Gary was like, yeah, go up front. And Andy was like, I got a client. And Gary was like, it's not a client, Andy. She was like, I'm about to put you on speakerphone. What is this? So she walk out front. Some woman sings like the bridge or the hook to Have You Ever by Brandy. I was just like, I mean, she sounded good, but it was super corny. And he was like, that was sweet. Gary was like, now you go out to dinner with me. You know, Andy, if I say yes, will she leave? Will she get out of here without embarrassing me any further? Gary was like, yes. If you say yes, just tell her that she's good. I was just like, bruh, come on, man. So Andy says yes to dinner. Then we get this quick little scene, you know, Aaron, hysterical, calls Gary. He was like, man, I'm going to need you to pull some favors or something. He was like, can you come down here to Karen's shop like now? I need you to come down to Karen's shop now. Gary was like, all right, I'm on my way. I forgot about them niggas even having a relationship. Shit, weird as hell. These toxic ass niggas. All these niggas toxic except Zach. I don't care. He might be the one with the most kids out of all these niggas on the show, but out of all the male characters on the show, he the one with the most kids. But he the least toxic one. It's crazy as hell. So then we get to see in the hospital, Maurice standing over Q's body. Q wake up. I forgot what Maurice, Maurice says endless slick shit. I can't even keep track of this. He say something like, rise and shine, buttercup, something. He was like, what you doing here? Like, you need to leave. So Maurice was like, make me leave. Like, you scared you gonna get shot again? He say some other slick shit, kept saying slick shit. Q yelling, nurse. Ain't nobody coming. Why can't you just press the little button for the nurse? I don't know why. So Maurice, he get to going on. Basically sounding like he got a recorder on him or something. Saying like, why would you say that? Why would you lie on me and Sabrina? Just keep saying it. Like, he was like, you ain't gonna never have nobody look out for you like I did. Da-da-da. Why would you treat me like that? Basically trying to empathize to Q. Q really don't care. He like, man, I don't care. Da-da-da. I did what I did. Y'all ain't gonna get as much punishment as I would. Da-da-da. Maurice was like, I got $6,000 left in my name, and I'm going to use that to pay whoever is willing to come and kill you. So, straight up. He said, when you get out of here, Q was like, tomorrow, dumbass. Maurice was like, okay. Tell him, watch his back. I was like, oh, Lord. This shit couldn't really be happening in real life. How the hell he even get in the damn... How he get in the hospital room, bruh? Come on, man. Come on, man. I gotta do better. I knew this shit was fugazi when Q came back in the bank after robbing the joint. I was like, yeah. This shit fugazi. Then we get to see in the car, lunch break for Fatima, so they on their way to see Zach's son. So, you know, Zach in the car stressing. Man, I'm wondering what we about to walk into. That's what he say. Zach and Fatima just tell him, like, let's just wait and see what's going to happen. Maybe nothing, da-da-da. Maybe something. So they pull up to Zach's house. They pull up to Heather's house. And Zach's son is outside playing by himself. So Fatima was like, ain't that Michael? She yells, little Michael, Zach's son. He was like, where's your mom at? So a neighbor yells from out her window. Of course they got a nosy ass neighbor, just like on the damn Oval. Like, what's with it? It's like the neighbors. So she yelled out, what'd she say? Oh yeah, she yelled out, that lazy bitch inside. Cause Fatima asked Michael, where your mama? So the neighbor was like, that lazy bitch inside. She was like, who is y'all? Fatima was like, nobody. Don't worry about it. So the neighbor was like, well, nobody's. It was like, that girl done had Child Protective Service called on her 4 times. She was like, and Michael, she was like, that little boy always out here by himself. So Zach getting pissed. Zach getting heated. It's all building up for Zach. She was like, the little boy don't, she was like, Annie don't talk. She was like, Annie still wearing diapers. She don't even know if that's, she was like, he's still wearing diapers at his age. She was like, that ain't right. So they grab little Michael. They take him inside the house. So they take him in the house. Fatima yelling, Heather, Heather. Then it was like, oh my God, ain't nobody even here. But then Heather comes out. She was like, I thought y'all said y'all would be had 3. Oh, ghetto. So Fatima was like, well, we decided to come a little early. So Heather was like, oh, okay, well, y'all want something? She asked about something. Fatima was like, nah, I don't think we got time for all that. So Heather was like, I was just about to change and feed him. Saying like he was a little dog or something. So Fatima was like, why is Michael still in diapers? And Heather was like, you know, he a little slow. Like, wow, that's crazy as hell. That's why I was like, this scene is needed, but it's just like, this scene always seemed to be in Tyler Perry Productions. Anyway, so Heather was like, hey, little Michael, this your daddy right here. So then she hands Fatima the paperwork, like, it's all signed. She was like, well, let me get my first check. Fatima was like, we gonna get it to you. You might not be getting no check now, sis. The way this joint ended. So Heather was like, why you so quiet, Zach? I was like, girls, if you ought to just let Fatima do the talking. Because Zach ain't trying to hear none of that. So she's like, why you so quiet, Zach? So Fatima was like, it's just a lot for him. He just taking it all in. So Heather was like, oh, yeah, I know having a baby. I mean, find out you got a baby is a lot, ain't it? She ain't even smacking, but that's what she was giving. She was like, find out you had a baby, you got a baby is a lot, ain't it? So that's when Zach, he was like, find out you got a baby by somebody you don't know is a lot. He was like, and finding out he living like this is a lot. So Heather was like, what you want me to do with him? Oh, man. She was like, he don't listen, he don't talk. She was like, he's whatever you say about these kids. I was like, what? Like, what? Damn, loud ass beeping car. So that's when Zach asked Heather, like, did you know he was outside by himself? So Heather was like, what the hell I tell you about going outside saying it to Michaels? So Zach was like, don't talk to my son like that. So Heather like, what she say? Oh yeah, she said, you just found out you had a son, so don't be coming in my house talking to me like that. Telling me how to talk. Fatima was like, oh, he's sorry. He's sorry. Basically trying to keep the peace. Zach was like, I'm not calm as possible, calm as hell. He says, he's like, I'm not. He said, what did he say? Oh yeah, he was like, I'm not sorry. He was like, this is fucking crazy. Heather was like, so I've been being nice, but y'all can leave. Y'all can leave. Seems like, no, we wanted to come and see how Michael was doing. Heather was like, well, y'all see him? You see him? There you go, or something. He fine. So if Fatima asked her when's the last time little Michael been to a pediatrician, Heather was like, why? He ain't sick. Why he ain't sick? No, she said why he ain't got no code. So she was like, y'all coming in here judging me. I don't like that. Y'all can leave. Da, da, da. So then the guy walk in. He was like, who was them? Talking about Zach and Fatima as I walked in. Apparently his name Jimmy, because Heather was like, Jimmy, go in the room. She was like, they was just leaving. So that's when Jimmy spazzes on little Michael. Like, what the? He was like, calls him like a shitty booty ass little boy or something like that. Like, take your little shitty booty ass little boy, wash up in the bathroom or take a bath or something. Says that to little Michael. So, Zach filming. I could feel it. And I was like, Zach's one of the, what's his real name? Duvall Ellis? He's a good ass actor, bruh. He one of the best actors on the show. Cause I'm just sorry, like, cause you know how I be saying, like, it don't always be the actors when it comes to Tyler Perry productions. It just sometimes it be the writing. But he's a good ass actor. I feel like he probably be ad-libbing his scenes. So you could feel how heated Zach was in this moment. After dude tell him, go take a bath, called him all them types of wild ass names. So Fatima was like, maybe we should, and Zach was like, I'm about to lose it. No, he said, what did he say? Yeah, he said, I'm about to lose it. He tells Fatima, I'm about to lose it. So that's when Heather tells Jimmy, he's like, that's that nigga daddy. Calls her son that nigga. Like, it's not funny, but he calls her son that nigga. She's like, that's that nigga daddy. Points at her son, that's that nigga daddy. Talking about Michael, like, wow. So Jimmy was like, oh, yo, okay. Y'all brought some money? So Heather shrugs. Jimmy was like, you bringing money, nigga? I thought Zach was about to glass him. Like, he done glass the nigga for worse. What he glass Aaron for? I can't even remember. In the restaurant? So I really thought he was about to spaz, but I feel like he ain't do it because his son was right there. And he don't want his son to see him for one of the first or second times or whatever, being aggressive and all that. So nigga, he like, bring the money, nigga. So Zach and Fatima, they start walking out. He's like, yeah, leave. He's like, leave, nigga. Next time, bring some money with you. He's like, I've been here taking care of your son. He's like, I ain't your fine ass baby mama. I was like, okay. About the baby mama part, like, he didn't even know about her. So outside, Zach, he pissed. He ready to go back in there. Fatima just telling him, like, no, calm down. You don't want to do something to where you can't even see your son because she got full custody or whatever. So she was like, there's nothing we could do right now. You tell him, like, we're going to go back to my job. We're going to talk to Andy and see about how we can get full custody of him. So Heather ain't probably about to be getting nothing. And as long as this con keep working with Hayden, she might be I mean they might be able to get full custody and she be out on her ass. Cause if Hayden find out it's a con, he can work harder to get that girl to take all she can from Zach. But that's gonna be hard because Zach got a good living situation compared to hers. So he would win automatically. That's gonna be an easy case. So Gary, he pulls up to Karen's job and he's like, "What's going on?" Aaron telling him like the place burnt down, somebody was inside. He's like, "Nobody telling me anything. Medical examiner, coroner, whatever." So Gary was like, "Calm down, calm. Do we know who it is?" I was just like, "What?" He literally just told you he didn't know, and they wouldn't tell him anything. And in that same breath, you say, "Do we know who it is?" Like what? Anyway, he said that. So Aaron was like, "I just told you, like they didn't tell me anything." He was like, "Is there anybody you could call?" And Gary was like, I'm gonna call the mayor." I was like, "Okay, Gary. But like how is the mayor gonna know about something that they haven't even like what?" Gary gets on the phone to call the mayor. And then we get this last scene, Zach and Fatima, they get back to the office. Andy come out. They was like, "Oh, we was just about to come talk to you." And he was like, "Okay, I came out here to talk to Pam. I don't know if you met Pam, my friend Pam. Pam over there sitting in distraught. You know her acting was not good from the beginning of the episode. So this scene, she basically just got her hair down. Can't even barely see her face in this last scene." So she crying. And Andy's like, "What's wrong?" You know, she's like, "It's all my fault. And the shop." And Andy's like, "What's all your fault? Why are you blaming yourself?" And Pam was like, "The shop, it burnt down. And what'd she say? She said there was a fire at the shop. And Karen's dead." And you know Zach and Fatima right there with Andy. They walk over to Pam. So Zach, he rushes out. You know, you about to go check on his first love, unfortunately. And I don't think nothing wrong with Karen. So that's why I'm saying, unfortunately, he's going to go check on Karen. And that's how the episode ended. But I just feel like it's not Karen. Like I'm going to keep saying. We know it's not Karen. I know it ain't Karen. If you think it's Karen, you're tripping. If I'm wrong, I will salute the hell out of Tyler Perry shows for getting the fast one over on me. Because I swear, I know it ain't Karen. But yeah, like I said, I grade this episode a B-. Because at least some storylines are moving on. Like, I wonder what's going to happen with Hayden and Samira in Miami. Is he on tour? Because he told her to just, like, you ain't going to go get nothing. We leaving right now. So that was weird. And then, like I said, if he find out it's a con before they start suing for full custody, he going to work even harder to try to get Heather to get everything. But it's not going to work, like I said, because Zach got the better living situation, no matter who the lawyer is, even if it is Hayden. He ain't going to win that case. He couldn't even prove how Zach got the money. Andy and Gary just going to do, they just going to keep doing that dumb shit that they doing. I already know what the African dude's angle is. Well, I guess one of them. I know one of his angles is with Sabrina. He going to ask her to marry him. You know he a prince, and I think he's looking for a wife, or he could have multiple wives or something like that. And you know he probably gonna tell her, we don't even have to be exclusive. Like, you just be married to me, and you still live your life. You know he gonna pull that. Who else? Danny might as well just, I don't know. I mean, if you ain't gonna be willing to teach the man how to date a black woman, then you might as well leave Preston alone. But you need to stop dating all these crazies. That probably ain't gonna be the end we see from that dude. We see he keep getting out of jams. He got out of the hospital. He got out of jail. But yeah, those are my predictions for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And comment below what you thought of the episode, what you thought about what I talked about, if I was off on anything, if I forgot about anything. Comment what you would grade the episode. All that good stuff, comment below. Yeah, what else? Yeah, like and subscribe again. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.